Introducing the 6 types of phonemic awareness with examples of how to teach. For these videos, we've been using the following definition for phonemic awareness. Phonemic awareness is the capacity to segment a word into its sounds and manipulate them. For example, the word cat is k, at. And if you take away the k sound, the word becomes at. It's a good overview, but technically there's more to phonemic awareness than that. There are actually 6 points. Number 1, phoneme matching. 2, onset and rhyme. 3, blending phonemes. 4, sequencing phonemes. 5, segmenting phonemes. And 6, manipulating phonemes. Number 1 is phoneme matching, specifically recognizing rhymes and alliteration. Rhymes. There are a few ways you can work with rhymes. You might ask, which words rhyme? Meat, elite, or leaf? You would ask the students to identify that the 2 rhyming words are meat and elite. You could also ask, can anyone think of a word that rhymes with meat? Students might generate the following words: sweet, feet, and greet. Students who struggle with these tasks should be referred to a specialist immediately. Difficulty with rhyming is a symptom of dyslexia. Alliteration is repeating the first sound in a word, as in tongue twisters. For example, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Thus, to teach this type of phonemic awareness, you would teach tongue twisters and have students recite them. Therefore, the way to teach phoneme matching is speech. Have the students do lots of speech work. Emphasize correct articulation. Have students identify the sound that repeats in tongue twisters and the words that rhyme in poems. The second point is onset and rhyme. Rhyme is the vowel to the end of a one-syllable word. Onset is the consonant or consonants that come before. Therefore, in the word same, the sound s is the onset and aim is the rhyme. In the word grant, the blend ger is the onset and ant is the rhyme. In the word flee, the blend full is the onset and e is the rhyme. The way to teach onsets and rhymes is hand spelling. Here are the steps for hand spelling. Number 1, say the word and put out your fist. For example, bat. Number 2, say the onset and put out your thumb. For example, b. Number 3, say the rhyme and stick out your fingers. For example, at. And number 4, say the whole word and pull your hand back into a fist. For example, bat. For more information, see the video Materialization Technique 2 Hand Spelling. It is coming in section 4 of this course. This was just a quick introduction. The third point is blending phonemes, also called synthesizing or oral synthesis. For example, blend these sounds into a word. B, I, j. Did you get the word? The correct answer, bridge. Blending phonemes is a prerequisite for decoding. Remember little Jenny's difficulty with the Math-a-Rat series. Little Jenny knew the letters and the sounds, but she could not decode the word mat. She would look at each sound each letter I mean, and say its sound over and over again. Ah, t. But she could not bring these three sounds together into a word because she could not blend the phonemes or sounds. Some ways to teach blending phonemes are kid writing and blending games. Kid writing. This topic is incredibly important. It is one of the 16 aspects of language arts. Kid writing will be part of the Roadmap to Literacy full course, when I go into depth in all 16 aspects of language arts rather than just the 3 keys to capacities. In the meantime, study Chapter 3.13 in the Roadmap to Literacy and the Roadmap to Literacy Renewal of Literacy Edition. Either one of these books will show you how to teach kid writing. 3B, Blending Games Demonstration. There's another way that you can play with blending. Blend these 4 sounds into a word. B, eh, th. The word is breath. Now blend these sounds. S, o, j. The answer, sludge. Finally, try these sounds. Ch, p. The answer, chop. The 4th type of phonemic awareness is sequencing phonemes. There are 2 types. The first, where in the word is the sound blank? And the second, what is the first, last, or middle sound in the word blank? 4A, play the game where in the word is the sound. Step 1, pick a word such as lap. Step 2, ask where in the word lap is the sound ch. For example, the sound p. Step 3, students have to identify if the sound is at the beginning, middle, or end of the word. Step 4, have students raise their hands. Step 5, call on one for the answer and give it in a complete sentence. Step 6, ask the others to give a thumbs up or thumbs down if they agree or disagree. Now let's see it in action. My word is hip. Where in the word hip is the sound h? Is it the beginning, middle, or end? Jose? The sound h is at the beginning of the word hip. Class, do we agree? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Observe who raises a hand and who does not. Scan the room, see if the class is right. There is another game, 4B. Play, what is the beginning, middle, or end sound in a word? Step 1, pick a word such as lap. Step 2, ask, in the word lap, which sound is at the beginning, middle, end of the word? Step 3, have students raise their hands. Step 4, call on one for the answer and give it in a complete sentence. Step 5, ask the others to give a thumbs up or down if they agree or disagree. Let's see it in action. In the word lunch, what sound is at the end of the word? Courtney? The sound ch is at the end of the word. Class, do we agree? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Scan the room, see if the class is right. The 5th type of phonemic awareness is segmenting phonemes. 5. Segmenting phonemes. There are 2 types. Number 1, have the students count how many sounds or phonemes are in a word. And number 2, have the students identify all the phonemes in a word. For example, 5A, play fingerspelling. Here are the steps. Number 1, say the first sound in a single syllable word and put up your thumb. For example, if we're doing the word flat, the first sound would be f. Number 2, say the second sound and then put up your index finger. For example, o. Number 3, say the third sound and put up your middle finger. For example, ah. Number 4, say the fourth sound and put up your ring finger. Example, t. For more information, see the video, Materialization Technique 4, Finger Spelling. It is coming in Section 4 of this course. This was just a quick introduction. 5B. Have the students identify the phonemes in a word. For example, sun has the following sounds or phonemes. S, n. Flip has the following phonemes. F, o, I, p. And the word scrimp has the following phonemes. S, k, r, I, p. Just beware that all sounds are not created equal. Ter and der are hard. The letters tr sound like ch to beginning students, and the letters dr sound like j to beginning students. Preconsonantal nasals are the hardest. In the word jump, the letter M is a preconsonantal nasal, or it's the letter M, N, or NG that comes before another consonant sound. Students often have difficulty hearing that there is another consonant sound when they've got a preconsonantal nasal. Similarly, in the word lunch, the letter N is a preconsonantal nasal. That's a very hard sound for students to hear when they are beginning. The sixth type of phonemic awareness is manipulating phonemes. There are 4 types. Addition. For example, change tip to tips. Deletion. For example, change tips to ips. 3. Substitution. Change ips to ops. And 4. Transposing. Change ops to osp. Manipulating phonemes is the one type of phonemic awareness practice that continues beyond the phonemic awareness phase. The best way to teach manipulating phonemes is symbol imagery. I cover how to teach manipulating phonemes in a separate course, Symbol Imagery. In conclusion, phonemic awareness starts to develop in preschool. That is why it is so important that parents read to children and encourage them to play with nursery rhymes and Dr. Seuss books. However, full phonemic awareness requires education. As I have discussed in this video, there are 6 types of phonemic awareness: phoneme matching, onset and rhyme, blending phonemes, sequencing phonemes, segmenting phonemes, and manipulating phonemes. This video introduced a few ways to teach and have students practice the 6 types of phonemic awareness. In the next section of this course, I will introduce 7 materialization techniques. These are simple exercises you can do in class to further support the development of phonemic awareness. This has been Jennifer Militzer-Copperell of Renewal of Literacy. Join me in renewing literacy for the 21st century and beyond.